Good morning, students. I am your science teacher, Wrinkle teacher. Today we are going to study science subject, and the first lesson in science is food. Where does it come from? You all are eating food. We all are eating food. But do you know from where does it come from? What did you eat at home today or yesterday? Find out what your friend ate today. Did you eat the same kind of food yesterday and today? We all eat different kinds of food at different times, isn't it? We are eating different food in the breakfast, we are eating different food in the lunch, and we are eating different food in the dinner. And our friends are also eating different kind of food. Our next topic is food variety. Here the activity is given that you have to ask your friend about what that friend is eating during a day. See if you can get the information from friends staying in different states of India. List all the items in your notebook as given in table 1.1 for as many friends as possible. You can ask more and more friends of yours about what they are eating every day. Then you have to prepare a table, that is what do we eat. In the two columns to prepare, the first column is name of the student or the friend. You have to write the friend's name. And in the next column you have to write the food items eaten in a day. Here some pictures are given of different food items. In the first picture it is idli with the chutney and the sambar. In the next dish the fish is given, and in the next dish dal or a sabzi is given. Now there seems to be so much variety in the food that we eat. What are these food items made of? We are eating different kinds of foods, but do you know of which food items it is made of? Think about the rice. We all have ate rice, or we are eating it every day. We take raw rice and boil it in water. Just two materials or ingredients are needed to prepare a dish of boiled rice. On the other hand, some food items are made with many ingredients. To prepare a vegetable curry, to prepare a dal or sabzi, we need different kinds of vegetables, salts, spices, oil, and so on. The next activity is you have to choose some items you listed in the table 1.1 and try to find out what the ingredients are used to prepare this. By discussing with your friends and elders at home, list them in table 1.2. Some examples are given. Like this only you have to prepare your own chart with your own food items. Add some more items to this list. The two examples are given here of the food items. The first is roti or chapati, and the ingredients used to prepare roti or chapati is atta, water. Dal is prepared using pulses. Pulses may be of different types, that is a tur dal, moong dal, chana dal. Water, salt, oil, ghee or spices. What do we find? Do we find some ingredients common for different food items? Discuss with your friends. So where do these ingredients come from? We are using so many different kinds of food items or ingredients to prepare food. Have you ever thought about from where these ingredients come from? Okay, we will study this in the next topic. That is 1.2 food materials and sources. It may be easy for us to guess the sources of some of the ingredients that we listed. Fruits and vegetables come from plants, of course. What are the sources of rice or wheat? We have seen the paddy or wheat fields with rows and rows of plants, which gives us these grains. Here some pictures are given, that is in the first picture the fruits are shown, the grains are there which we are getting from the plant sources, and in the next figure 1.2 the sources of the hen is shown and the eggs are shown, which are known as the animal sources. There are food items like milk, egg and meat which come from animals. Now we are going to study activity 3. Let us take the food items listed earlier and try to find out where they come from, the ingredients that their sources. Some examples are shown in table given here, that is in 1.3. The ingredients used to prepare food items and their sources. Okay. Here also two pictures are shown. In the A you can see some crops, and in the B picture you can see the grains are filled in the sacks and the person is taking it in the pull-up cart. Okay, now we are going to study the table 1.3, in which 3 columns are made: the food items, the ingredients and the sources. First food item taken is idli. What are the ingredients used to prepare idli? That are rice, urad dal, salt, water. And from which source these things we are getting? That is from the plant. Chicken curry, chicken, spices, oil, ghee and water. Chicken we are getting from animal, oil and ghee we are getting from plants or animals. Kheer, milk, rice, sugar. Milk we are getting from animal, rice we are getting from plant and sugar also we are getting from plant. Now, what do we conclude from this activity? Plants are the sources of food ingredients like grains, cereals, vegetables and fruits, and animals provide us with the milk, meat and eggs. Cows, goats and buffaloes are some common animals which gives us milk. Milk and milk products like butter, cream, cheese and curd are used all over the world. Can you name some other animals which gives us milk? Think, and you have to write this in your fair notebook. Now we will move on to the topic 1.3, that is plant parts and animal products as food. Plants are one source of our food. Which parts of a plant? Do you know which parts of a plants are used as a food? Okay. We eat many leafy vegetables like methi, spinach, cabbage. We eat fruits of some plants. Sometimes roots, sometimes stems and even flowers. Have you ever eaten pumpkin? Yes, now Paheli wants to know if any of our food comes from sources other than the plants and animals. No, there are the two main sources of the food, that are the plants and the animals. Now, the plant parts as a food. Flowers dipped in rice paste and fried. Some plants have 2 or more edible parts. Seeds of mustard plants gives us oil and the leaves are used as a vegetable. Can you think of the different parts of banana plant that are used as food? Think of more examples. But in banana we can use the flour of banana for making sabzi. We can eat banana as a raw food. Think of more examples where 2 or more parts of a single plants are used as food. Here we are going to study the next table, that is 1.4, plant parts as food. The first is given brinjal curry. The food items with plant as the major source. Ingredient: brinjal, chili as a spice, oil from groundnut, mustard, soya bean or any other plant. Plant parts which gives us the ingredient. Brinjal is a fruit, chili is a fruit, and the oils we are getting from the seeds. Okay, here you can see that Paheli is eating a leaf. So you should not try to taste any unknown plants around you to see if they are edible. Some plants could be poisonous. Now here the activity is given. From all the food items we have listed in table 1.3, choose those items whose ingredients are obtained from plants. Which part of a plant? Identify these and list the food items and plant parts as shown in table 1.4. Activity 5. You can see two pictures. In the first one, raw moongs are shown, and in the second one, the sprouted moong we can see. In the next picture, there is the gram seeds, the raw gram seeds and sprouted gram seeds. How you will obtain the sprouted moong or sprouted gram? Yes, first we have to soak raw seeds in a water for 7 to 8 hours. Then drain the water from the seeds and tie up these soaked seeds into a cloth for 4 to 5 hours. Then we can see that the sprouts has come from the seeds. After washing these sprouted seeds, we can eat them. They can also be boiled, add some spices and get a tasty snack to eat. Do you know where honey comes from? Yes, we have studied it before also, that from the honey bee we are getting the honey. How the honey bee is prepared? Honey. Have you seen a beehive where so many bees keep buzzing about? Bees collect nectar, that is the sweet juices, from flower, convert it into the honey and store it in their hive. Flowers and their nectar may be available only for a part of the year. So bees store this nectar for their use all through the year. When we find such a beehive, we collect the food stored by the bees as a honey. You can see in the picture, in the first picture, lot of bees are present on, and in the second one you can see that how they have collected the honey. Now the next topic is, what do animals eat? We have studied what we are eating. Now we are going to study what animals eat. Do you have a cattle or a pet that you take care of? Some people are having pets like dog, cat, buffalo or a goat. Here you can see the picture of a squirrel. The squirrel eating nuts. You will then surely be aware of the food the animal eats. What about other animals? Have you ever observed what a squirrel, pigeon, lizard or a small insect may be eating as their food? Okay, now here the next activity is there. The several animals are listed. For some of them, the type of food. Name of the animal. First is buffalo. The second is cat. What the buffaloes are eating? Grass, oil cake, hay. Hay means you can say the dried grass, grains. Cat, small animals, birds, milk. Now you have to write the food that animal eats for the next animals. Find, search and fill this table in your notebook. Now the next is activity 7. Have a look again at the table. Here the three words you can see, that the herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. What herbivorous means? Herbivorous means the animals which eat plants or plants products. These animals are known as herbivores. Now what is the carnivores means? Carnivores means the animals which eats only the flesh of the animals, and omnivores means the animals which eats the plant products also and the animal flesh also. They are known as omnivores. Now you have to prepare another table with the names of the animals which are herbivorous, carnivorous or omnivorous. Now the Paheli is wondering that where we all come, where we are to be classified, the human beings. Are we herbivorous, are we carnivorous or are we omnivorous? The human beings are omnivorous, as the human beings are eating the plant products also and the animal products also. We know that there are many amongst us who do not get sufficient food. We need to find ways by which more food can be produced in the country. That will not be enough. We will need to find ways to ensure that this food is made easily available to each one of us.